Okay, I'm here, and some of you have requested some grayscale demo, so I'm about to do it. The first thing I want to show you is this fabulous tool that I got when I was out in California, but you can find it at Jerry's. And watch what it does. You know, my paint looks like this, which is really bad, and I always lose the caps. I know, you want to know, what color is this? This is titanium white by Gamblin'. So you put it in this tool, and you give it a little twist. Oh, and like magic, here comes the paint. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. There's the titanium white, and you know that I hate to waste paint. So look at that. That is a must-have. I don't know what I've done without it for 30 years. All right, so that's titanium white. Another favorite one of my colors is warm white from Gamblin'. So titanium white to me is cool, ish, and warm white is warm. Look at that, amazing. So there's the warm white. And actually, I'm going to give you a little, I haven't used this, but I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with it in about 20 seconds. Here's some cool white. Delish. Okay, so there's my paint. I think this is a really great experiment for beginning painters. You know what, even for professionals, just to get back that oomph of mixing values. And what I do is, instead of getting all my paint out, I use the pigment sticks, RNF pigment sticks. So, by the way, I'm not adding wax. I'm just doing the paint because I don't want to get it too complicated, and I may not paint today, so I don't want it to dry out. So I'm putting my gloves on. Putting my gloves on. I am a tool girl. I need I need a lot of palette knives to do this. So what I'm gonna do is run you through some stuff. Notice I didn't put any black out. I do have black here. I have this Gamblin' chromatic black. It's a little transparent. I'll put a little bit out. I'll put it over here. I actually use black as a color, not as a dark. I will mix a dark. So here is a mixed dark. Sorry, I cheated and did it before we started. Here it is. What did I use? I guess you're going to want me to do that. I used, what did I use? I thought I put, oh, here we go. So I used RNF Ultramarine Blue. That's a transparent color. I used a little of this, yellow ochre. So primary colors, and I'm going to use a little red. And then I see what happens. And usually it's got to be the same ratio of color, or you're going to get mud, or you're going to go, oh, I made this beautiful dark red. But that's not what the plan is. So again, I'm going to add a little more blue. This time I might add a little yellow, but it might get a little green. But I'm just going to keep working it until it gets to a dark that I can live with. So this looks a little more greener than that. So maybe I want to add a little more blue. And maybe, oh, that looks nice. The only way I can really tell about color is if I put on some white and look at it. That's pretty nice and dark. and that one is a little bluer. So that's how I work with darks. If I really want black, then I'll take some black, and maybe I'll just I'll add a little dab just to make it a little blacker. So I'm making a grayscale, right? So what am I going to do first? I'm going to take a little bit of white. I'm going to take the cool white, and I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to take a little of this color that I just mixed, and I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to take a little of this, so I take half of that, and I'm going to put that over there, and I'm going to add a little more white. Let's see what happens. So what I'm looking for is the light, mid-tone, and dark. And that's pretty good. Again, I'm not really mixing. If I was going to mix color to make a big painting with, I'd have to mix a whole lot. Right now I'm just trying to get some ranges. So let's do this. Let's do this with the warm white, and you'll see a little bit of a difference. So let's bring that there. I'll just take a little of this. So the warm white creates a warm gray. And then I just even take what's on my little knife, and there I've got a light, a medium, and the dark. Now my guess is when I take this and add that warm white there, that's going to even look a little different. Let's do that one. Take that off. Already I forgot what I just did. That was warm white. Here, so let's use this with the cool white. I didn't even use the cool white, with the titanium white. Okay, so I already have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a bunch of different grays going on here. Now watch this. I'm going to put this over here. I am going to take Turkey Umber pigment stick, Turkey Umber. Those of you who are not familiar with these, again, they're oil paint in stick form. They have a little wax in them. They come in transparency and opacity. You take them out of the tube, they get a little skin. You can kind of unskin them. I like to take some of the paper off. Check this color out. I'm just going to pull it down a little. I use that as a dark, just as a dark. You pull it down. It's beautiful, transparent. Watch what happens when you add it to white. So what's nice about using the pigment sticks to mix color is that I don't have to get all this paint out and put it out on the palette. I can just use just a tinge to change it up. So that's kind of a green gray. I've got Payne's gray, which is going to be that purpley. Let's add that with the warm. Let's do a little more here. Ah, that's nice. Let's just put that next to here and see what that looks like. Gotta mix it in a little bit more. So now I can use, I'm going into blue ochre, which is this amazing color. I'm actually going to show you right here. Blue ochre on this white. I'm going to put it down. Top tone is that blue. When I start to bring it down, meaning thin it out and rub it, whoa, look at that beautiful sort of ochre color. So it thins out and it almost looks green here, but normally it's got a yellow, there it is. almost Turner-esque light to it. So I'm going to use that blue ochre over here and add some white. So now I've got all these different grays. That's quite nice. I can do a little fuss with it, right? I go, I wonder if I put a little of that in there. So I'm cheating a little, yeah? I'm getting it a little, it's a little more yellow than it is gray. Let's try a little turkey red. Again, another transparent color. Let's go here in this dark and mix them up. I'm going to take some of this. So now I've used all my dark, of course. That's a beautiful dark. So now I got to mix some more dark. So then my suggestion for you is if you're gonna use black, fine, but try mixing these darks yourself. And you can do this with encaustic also, any kind of paint. Yellow, red, blue. Equal amounts. It's going to look like mud at some point, and then you go in and you tweak it. It's a little too green. I'm going to add some blue. I like it because it's sort of, it's a warm, I guess if I use different, you could use different combinations of primary color of the three colors, yellow, red, and blue, to get a warm brown, a warm black, or cool black. And so there you have it. And I would continue on. So a lot of times I'll take half of that and see what I can do with that. Let's play with this cool one though for a second. Where's that turkey umber? I took my glove off. Oh yeah. Let's get a hair of this in here. Let's see. So I go little bits by little bits. It's easier to make a light color darker than it is to make a dark color lighter. Otherwise you'll be using like your entire thing of white. Look at the difference between that and that. And that. Whoop. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks.